Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Linux Crypto. Hope you're all doing great. Hope you're having a good day so far, and welcome to this new video in which we will talk about something very, very important happening in a little bit over an hour. All right, so it's happening very quick, but after that, it's also in general valuable and something you need to know. All right, so I know the title and the thumbnail are very clickbaity, but I would not do that if there wasn't valuable information in this. All right, so yeah, stick around for that. Because what we have today is news coming out. We have economic data coming out. Earlier this morning I talked about it as well, that I would still make this video. But we have the inflation rate and the CPI coming out, which is essentially the same, right? It's the price of consumer goods. So these numbers always make the market move, and therefore it's important. But this time around it's even more important, and that's for two reasons. The first reason is very simply Bitcoin is at a very important level here. If we're able to hold this level right here at 56,000, we are basically getting into a relatively bullish market structure where we can have another move of 7% to 10% and potentially even more up. So therefore it's obviously interesting. And then we're also solidifying the first higher low we've made in a long time. So it's in general just it can be very impactful and bullish for Bitcoin. But then apart from that, next week we have the interest rate decision. All right, and interest rate decisions are even more important. And if the results from this news are good, which we'll talk about in a moment, then the chance at a higher interest rate cut next week will be higher, which is bullish. Lower interest rates overall, at least, are bullish for capital markets such as stocks. But also crypto, also Bitcoin. All right, so that's what we want to see, and that's also the crucial thing. At this point of time, what we are expecting next week is a decrease of 25 base points. All right, so 0.25%. I think that if the results today are good, and like I said, I'll explain what good means in a moment. I think the percentage chance of a 50 base points decrease becomes much higher. At this point of time, it's 25%, which is bullish, and the market will price that in. And then we not only hold this level, but we can actually get some very strong momentum as well. So yeah, that's why it's important. That's why you need to know what's going on. And you can already see at this point of time as well that there's actually a realistic chance that we will already see this decrease. It's just not priced in yet, all right? And that pricing in is going to be very bullish for Bitcoin. But like I said, it all depends on the news. So if you want to follow this news, I'll leave a link down in the description where you can follow it. It's probably like you'll probably instantly see this. But if you don't, scroll to the top, go to the economic calendar, all right? And then you'll see this. And what you'll see here is multiple events. The most important events are the CPI, inflation rate, YOY, that means year on year, and the core inflation rate year on year. And what you see here is you see the previous results, the consensus, and the actual. The consensus is the result that is expected. So we expect the inflation rate to go down to 2.6%, core inflation rate to stay 3.2, CPI to go up a little bit towards 315. What we are looking for is lower than expected numbers. So numbers right here, which this will update very quickly. So this is a good site to check it out. Lower than expected results. So we want to see lower than 2.6, lower than 3.2, and lower than 314.98. If that's the case, if all of these are lower than expected, that is bullish. The chance of a 50 base points decrease next week increases. Bitcoin is probably going to be able to, look, you never know 100% with these news outcomes, but Bitcoin is probably going to hold 56,000 and is going to continue its short-term bullish momentum, which will pull altcoins up together with it and could start some sort of new bull run. But that's a little bit early to say. I'll still make some sort of a market update after the fact as well, later this evening. Or later in the afternoon, kind of depending on your time zone. So keep an eye out for that. But that's what you need to know. All right. So check out the link down in the description. It's probably in about an hour when you're watching this video. But you can also check out the results after the CPI and inflation rate data. And this would still be valuable, right? Because it's not like if the results are lower than expected, that's bullish. And we'll have bullish momentum probably for like the next week if everything goes right, all right? And if we don't have any recession fears, because that's something that could still kind of spoil the fun. And the other way around is also possible, by the way. That's why in general it's crucial to know what's going on. If we have higher readings, so if we get numbers that are higher than the consensus, higher than expected, then we will most likely drop down below 56,000 and drop back down into 54 and 52,000 at the very least. That's what you need to know. All right. So if you still do have any questions, let me know down in the comments or join our free Telegram and Discord groups and ask me in there. Just tag me there and I can respond quite quickly. So check that out. But for now, be careful, stay informed, and I'll see you all in the next videos. Bye.